Okay, so it's day one of playing chess, specifically rapid chess, every single day. That's gonna be very difficult. Playing rapid chess every single day until I get a girlfriend. I don't know why I do this to myself, but they say do challenging things every day. I find that very challenging. But let's play chess. T4. D4, knight f3. Let's play like a London system with the delayed bishop f4. Just got, let me put my screen brightness up. It's like 9:30 in the evening. Why did I even decide to do this? Just gotta go through with it now, I guess. It's been a while since I've played this line. I know I have it somewhere in my notes. I like c4 here to be honest, but I don't know if it's the right move. c3. Now I plant the knight when the rook goes to e8. My intention is f4. If they take, I can still play f4, knight f3. Yeah, I like when they play like this because now the f7 pawn is quite weak. They're gonna go to g6, play f4. I can play f4 now, and I don't need to capture with the bishop or the pawn. There's no knight h5 because of my queen. I can castle rook f3. I like my position. I like it. I'm just gonna castle, take the e pawn. Life's good, man. Queen e2, knight f3, just to. Don't want to play knight f3 immediately because he's knight e4, captures, and okay. I can't play knight g5 because that's a fork. That's a fork, unfortunately. So I like my bishop on this diagonal. Queen e2, maybe rook e1, rook a to e1. And life's good, life is good. I can play knight c6, queen c7, but that's such a wasted move. There's no need. I'm just gonna play my normal idea, queen e2, rook a e1. Huh. Um, I think I shouldn't be thinking. I should be knowing. Bishop h4, knight g6. I don't want to capture queen f6 because there's really nothing after that. And I don't want to play knight d2 f3 now because it is knight d4. I'm just gonna develop. Oh, my ping is dropping, but it's alright. If I take with the knight, they're most likely gonna take back with the pawn. If I take with the bishop, I can always play bishop here. Yeah, free my own bishop. Keep the pawn. I can always capture, but I can't be in a rush because now I have a nice knight g4. But it is bishop e7. Um, I can play knight g4, bishop e7, queen e7, knight e7, and then like queen g4. It's not bad. Not a bad option. I'm just using too much time. It's not. I must knight g4, bishop h4. What am I saying? Knight to g4, knight takes g4, bishop e7. There's no knight h2 because I just pick up the queen. So knight g4, and I have to take first. Yeah, this. I don't mind going into a pawn in. I mean, heavy in game, especially with the knight. All of black's pawns are on light squares, and they have a light square bishop. So I'm not really. I'm worried about it. Okay. I only gain 8 if I win, and I lose 8 if I draw. I mean, if I lose, if I draw, we get nothing. This is my first. This is my second rapid game. My first was unrated. God, my opponent is going for it. Capture, queen takes. I can play knight f3, knight e5. This will always be weak in if f6. So if I can't really complain. What would they do here? Would they play f6 now and then just go f5 and blunder the pawn? Highly unlikely. So I am bringing my knight in to the party. It wasn't invited. Hmm. Takes blunder knight. If they push, I'm playing king f2. Yeah. I don't mind going into endgames. I love it. I love endgames. And I can plant now, or I can just double up with rook e3, rook e1. I can get my knight here to c5 and play b4. And it's good. Position is good. Position is good. You can even play b4. But let me not rush. Let me not rush. Forgot about that move, to be honest with you. Completely forgot about it. I'll play rook e3 with the intention of rook f1. There's nothing going on. I can play g4, f6, just 96. 96, and I can come back home by means of g6, h5. I don't see. I can even go here. Yeah, I didn't think about this option. And I got a good stronghold on the position. Bishop has to go back. And I can't complain. Be honest with you, I can't complain after b4. Let me first go here, king f2, b4. If they push, no, I'm not concerned. I can play a4. They don't want to play a4 first because there's b4. Okay. I forgot about this move, undoubling. It's a nice move, undoubling the pawns. But now I can break open with the a4. If they ever double up on h file, probably just h3. No, this is nice actually. This rapid chess is nice. When things are going my way, it's nice. Now I don't even have to capture immediately. I can just play rook here. Huh. Okay, you wanna close the position. I'm fine with it. My knight has a good stronghold in the position. Is there a better way to reroute or reroute? I would love to play this one day, followed by like rook here and captures. But okay, they move the they move the rook away. I'll play h3. I can play rook e5. The position is pieces are all tied down. So pieces are all tied down. So this is interesting. This is interesting. I'll play rook e5. This rook is stuck. It can't move. I would have, yeah. Can capture. I'm expecting rook takes. Yes. Man, but now I feel like I've made life too easy for my opponent. Let me go. Let me infiltrate. I made my opponent's life too easy. They might play f4, rook h3, and rook g3, king f2. I mean king f1, king e2, and king f3. And I made life difficult for myself. Why am I doing that? I can just go rook e3. Don't need to waste 3 moves. I just go rook e3 and I win the pawn back. Because now I get to infiltrate. I'm very happy about that. Wow, I'm talking a lot. I should have put music on, man. Because I'm not. I'm falling off. I'm falling asleep. People always message me when I want to do something. So I put my phone on vibrate. Okay, my opponent wants to sack. It looks like they want to sack. No, sir. Oh, this is a beautiful move, though. Sacking the exchange is a beautiful move, but it does open up if a capture happens. Yeah. Okay, my opponent is. Can I win a pawn? I can't win a pawn, unfortunately. I lose a c3 pawn if I take on e6 now. 96 bishop e6 rook h6. There is rook g6 takes check, and then I pick up the pawn on h6, and then I lose a pawn on c3. But we're down to rook endgame. I can hide behind my g2 pawn on the side. But is it worth it? Because my opponent doesn't have to exchange rooks. Is it worth it, man? I could see my opponent sacking, takes, sacking again, and then me losing the d4 pawn. I could see that happening. Check, and the king comes in, man. But then I can sack. But then they can sack as well. Huh. Check. I burnt 1 minute and 9 seconds. Okay, it's fine. It's not a problem. We're just gonna have to play rook in game now. Check. Block, takes, check. I take 96 bishop e6, rook e6, rook c3, rook h6. Rook yeah, push. It's winning. It has to be winning, man. It has to be. I could play it slow though as well, to be honest. I'm not in a rush. I'm so nervous. Check, king h2, f4. My concern, e4. You can play here, they're gonna capture push. Yeah, it takes. I'm only gonna be a pawn up. Ah, this is not good. Maybe I play here. Maybe I play rook d6. And if I take, then I push. Capture here, take. And then I'm up this pawn, but it's still a draw. Man, I think I should have waited. I didn't think this far. If you go here, give a check and I push. How to mess up a winning endgame. I should have waited, man. I had a knight. I need to work on when to simplify and when to play chess. Yeah, this was bad. This was bad, man. Even if I win this pawn, we're gonna get into some Philidor position. Then I'm gonna have to grind. But maybe I just have to switch my mentality. I can hide on h3, give checks from behind. Game is not over, man. Game's not gone. I should have. I can just offer a draw. There's a down a minute. Can go. I can go king h3, but there's f4. I might try and run, eh? Don't know what I'm running from, but I'm gonna try and run. My opponent doesn't want me to run. Not a problem, man. Please push. Please push that pawn. I should have went behind. Probably should have just went behind. Now I actually have to be very careful. Move 70. I feel my interface slowly failing me. Might just take a draw. No, this is kind of disappointing. My opponent wants to play one. Looks like it. I'm just gonna, yeah, there we go. Draw by repetition. Okay, so the game ended in a draw. A draw. Draw. Can't even say draw properly. And I analyzed it and I didn't, I skimmed through it. Let me not lie to you. I skimmed through it. And I missed a lot of things. I knew that going into that rook endgame, it costed me a lot. I felt I had a good advantage in that knight and rook versus bishop and rook endgame, especially since the bishop was limited. What I did was terrible, man. So we have this position. It's a bit slow, and I thought my moves were alright. Queen e2 I thought was a good move, but bishop h4. I had the idea of bishop h4, but just at the wrong time. So knight g6 trading off was wrong. I should have played knight f3. I was scared with knight f3 because of knight e4, and the knight gets in, takes control. But everything is good, and then yeah, I should have played rook f3, bringing my rook in, which makes a lot of sense. I remember I used to do this, or I like doing this in some London positions. Don't know why I didn't go for it here. So I simplified, and I willingly took the queen exchange, the queen offer. Didn't even think twice. Took it, planted my knight. It was a bit slow, but it got the job done. And then getting my knight to c4, c5 was actually a really good move. Took control of the e file, semi-open e file. Yeah, and then I played a4. I didn't know why a4 was a bad move. So they want me to play rook h3, going for the open, taking control of the open file. I decided to close the position instead of opening it. I wanted to limit the bishop squares. Yeah, another rook came in, but I wasn't too concerned about it. Trade off. And then yeah, I felt good, man. I had the open file. And what I should have done was I should have never traded. I should have never played knight takes e6. My knight here is much better than this bishop. It's not even an argument. It's not even a discussion. My knight is much better. It it can control so much. It's controlling the bishop, its whole life. It's controlling the bishop's life. And I gave it up. For what? For a draw. I thought I was gonna win a pawn, man. I really thought I was gonna win a pawn. I was gonna play rook g6. Not g6, rook b6. They capture, um, push. Then I was also gonna play takes, and I win a pawn. But you don't have to do that. You don't have to. You can just take. Because if I push, then you go back. It's a draw. There's nothing I can do. It's equal material. The king is in a good spot. The black king is in a good spot. So yeah, just not even a miscalculation, just bad judgment on my end because I wasn't calculating. I was just assuming that I would have won a pawn. Yeah, and then the game ended in a draw with rook a2. So just bad judgment. So misjudgment on my end. Should have won it. I had the good knight versus bad bishop. I just need to work on those from now on. And yeah, just do better next game. Yeah, that's basically it. Thanks for watching, and that's day one of playing chess, specifically rapid chess, until I get a girlfriend. Cool, man. Yeah, yeah. I'm getting too old, and I want a girlfriend.